Here are 3 quick lessons that I learned when fundraising for my startup. First and foremost, and this is absolutely crucial, your goals as a founder have to align with the goals of your investor. So it's your job as a founder to be absolutely clear about the goal of the company, how much money you need to raise in order to reach those goals, and what kind of investor you want to have as a part of that journey. In fact, back then I wrote my thesis about exactly that topic, and all the entrepreneurs that I interviewed back then that had long-term relationships with their investors were super aligned on their goals. The second learning is that there should be no misunderstanding at all after an investor meeting if a deal is actually set in stone and done, or if it's still pending. And the third, last and most hard lesson to actually implement is that it's actually okay to say no to an interested investor. Because as much as the investor wants to find the right startup to invest, the startup has to also find the right investor for the journey that they're on. And in fact, if you can convince one investor to say yes to investing into your company, the likelihood of you finding a second one is actually much higher. So if you start conversations with investors, just keep in mind that if there is not a perfect fit, that you should think twice about going ahead with that person. Go watch the full video below to see how we went from a 200,000 euro deal to being screamed at on the phone by the same guy just a couple days later.